So remember when I said the Charlie Kirk situation is much like what happened in 1963? And I said if you find out what happens in 1963 and you figure out that group of people and what happened there, this is just an iteration of what's been continuing since 1963, was my statement. And I told you how systematically the JFK assassination occurred, in my estimation, that Daniel Shaheen, who's a lawyer, had the best theory and explanation for what happened and the inner workings of it. You can go back in my videos if you want to watch that theory or listen to it. I explained it down to the letter. And I said, I think we're watching a well-oiled machine of something that happened in 63 happen again in 2025. Except for now they're better at this and they've perfected it more. Now Candace is bringing up stuff about the JFK assassination today on her show, which I want people to stop thinking that it's too conspiratorial, it's too much, like their brains just automatically go, this is wacky and wild if we're going that far back. They want you to think that way. They want you to think, this is too far back for my brain. It can't handle the fact that something this sinister can go on and thrive for this long. Not only thrive, but be perfected. But it has, and it does. So if you wrap your mind around the fact that they have our government, or the shadow government, our ruling class, let's say, our deep state has been operating and systematically blackmailing or murdering our elected leaders if they don't comply with their will and their wishes throughout time, then it's not that hard to understand that this has been going on for a very long time and they've only gotten better at doing it and compartmentalizing these things that happen as just oops or whoops or lone gunmen or completely separate events. They've made everything seem like separate events that have nothing to do with each other, when in fact it's all the same entity at play that has never stopped operating. And it's only gotten stronger and more embedded in our system, which is why they're able to propagandize and hide from that fact and separate themselves from things that happened in 63 to 2025 to now. When in reality, it's the same cabal of people, essentially. This lineage of shadow rulers who treat our elected officials as pawns in a game. But they're not really the players, these elected officials. The players are the people who have been taking out the real conduits for change in our system. And you have to trace it back all the way back then. Otherwise, you're not going to understand that this is just another element of it and a part of it. It's all connected. And you could think, that's crazy. It's not. It never stopped. It never stopped. So they want you to not make those connections. They want you to look at history like completely separate, non-together events. They're not a part of each other. They're all a part of each other. And we're all a part of each other. So the truth takers, or the truth speakers, and the risk takers, and the people who speak out meet untimely demises. Or they're categorized as crazy. Charlie was too legit to be considered crazy. So he had to go. But it's more connected than I think people realize, and they should stop looking at it as separate. Start looking at it like one big through line. Allegedly, supposedly. All in my opinion.